Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Uh, this is Attorney Claudine Gasana coming to you to, for our bi-weekly immigration update. I have not. Hi, everyone. Hold on, myself. This is Attorney Claudine Gasana coming to you to, for our bi-weekly immigration update. I have not. Hi, everyone. Hold on, myself. All right. Okay, let's keep going. So thank you so much for joining. Again, this is Claudine Gasana, immigration attorney. Let me say hi to all everybody who's following me, and I encourage you to like, follow, and subscribe because every couple weeks I provide some immigration updates, some insight, some tips for immigration, and I will also discuss more topics because I do get some requests from people asking me, for example, how can I become an attorney? How can I become an immigration attorney? So I will in the future develop such subjects as well to give you some tips, to give you some advice. So I want to start by saying, sorry I haven't been able to come every 2 weeks. It's been actually more than 2 weeks since I was able to. Actually, I'm going to record this YouTube video so I can share it later on another platform. So anyway, I haven't been able to come to you. It's been tough for a couple weeks for me and my family. We are in these times of trial, really, COVID pandemic, and some people think it's a joke or it's like hype. Everything's hyped up. Well, I'm here to tell you that nothing's hyped up. In the last couple weeks, uh, we've myself, and my husband have been vaccinated, but we have children under the age of 12 who have not been vaccinated. Um, and one of them contracted COVID at school, at camp, and it has been a very, very trying, tough period for the child because they have no protection. So the child was really, really sick, high fever, for 6 days, and obviously the parents caring for the child, you also contract that virus. So it has very been a tough period. So that's why, even if right now I'm here to provide immigration updates, I'm also here to raise awareness on COVID, on vaccination, on mask wearing, mask mandates in schools. Because those of us who have children under the age of 12, we have begun to understand how really dangerous and how highly contagious this virus has been, and how it makes our kids very, very sick, and they suffer really. Any parent would not want to see their child suffering. You will wish it comes to you because you are vaccinated and you are able to deal with it, deal with the symptoms. You are an adult, but a child really is there, helpless. So that's why I'm here, not only to speak on immigration, that's my area, but also as a parent, as a citizen, I really advocate for mask mandates in schools and vaccination. Anyone who is eligible, who can get the vaccine, please do go get the vaccine, because I don't see how we get through this tough period, because now this Delta variant or other strains that are coming, they are now attacking our children as well, so we cannot afford that. And I do not wish this anyone to go through my family has gone through the past couple of weeks. So please get vaccinated if you can, if you can, because our kids are not able to do that, and they are now become victims. Anyway, that was that was a detail, to let you know why I was not available to provide a bi-weekly immigration updates. And now let's move on. I will be brief today, obviously, because yeah, we are still recovering here. I will be brief. So today I will speak on the new updates. Every day there's new update, isn't it? So and also I will discuss, as I have promised, on my on the subject of this live video, the changes or suggested changes on the international entrepreneur parole rule, which I have mentioned when I discussed on this new rule, that it was not, the rule was not going to help or be beneficial to most entrepreneurs. It's more restricted, and it's more focused or beneficial to those who are in maybe high tech and who have or the venture capital type of investments. And most entrepreneurs, small businesses, small business entrepreneurship will not benefit from this rule. But before we get to that, I have a PowerPoint for this. I want to talk about what's new in the last few weeks. The first new update I want to provide is that USCIS has extended validity of the Form I-693, which is the medical examination form for applicants of adjustment of status, or green card, for an additional potentially 4 years. However, so I will let you know, I will give you to you straight. This does not make sense. I don't know who's gonna benefit from it, because right now I have requests for additional evidence which are requiring an updated medical examination for applicants we have filed in 2018. We are still providing those medical examination forms, the new ones. By the way, the medical examination form, it means you have to go to a designated physician or surgeon designated by USCIS, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services agency, and you have to go through immunizations, vaccines, and they have to check for communicable diseases and other diseases that could disqualify you from becoming a permanent resident. Those type of tests and vaccinations, they are not covered under the insurance, even if you have an insurance. So that means every time you have to go find a doctor to fill out that form, to take the exam, to take all the test and fill out the form, attest like you don't have any medical or any like disqualifying you, any medical condition disqualifying you from becoming a resident. You have to pay between $300 and $500, depending on which physician you go to. So now USCIS is extending, because they know the USCIS takes a long time to process these green card applications, especially they are saying it's for more of employment-based cases. So now they are saying if the civil surgeon's signature is dated no more than 60 days before the applicant files the I-485, which is the form, no more than 4 years have passed since the date of civil of the civil sergeant's signature, and there's an and the decision of the applicant is issued on or before September 30th, 2021. So there is a deadline. That means like if we file today, if we file an adjustment of status, an I-485 adjustment of status today, because the decision is not going to be, more likely or not, it's not going to be rendered. Like the USCIS will not decide on this case on or before September 30th, 2021. So this does not apply to your case. It doesn't apply to the cases we filed a long time ago, unless unless the USCIS makes a decision on September 30th. And again, we right now I already have a request for evidence due before next Monday on August 23rd, which requested a new form I-693 medical examination record. So sometimes these new updates or this, like I don't know, whatever they are flashing in our face, we are making this new adjustments to make it easier for all these delays or to mitigate all these delays. It's just nonsensical, unless on September 30th, 2021, USCIS will extend this, decision issued on or before, like unless they extend that to September 30th, 2022, I assume it's because the government's fiscal year starts in October. Maybe that's why they have to provide a deadline or threshold of September 30th, 2021. But it's not gonna do any good. I mean, to most people anyway. Maybe some people, yeah, right, but not a lot. None of my clients, because we are, like I said, we are having to renew or to provide new medical examination, and my clients are having to pay the medical fees to get this medical exam completed. Okay, so another update is regarding the Senate budget resolution that has passed. The Senate Democrats have passed a 3.5 trillion budget resolution, and it is discussed that in this infrastructure bill, the Democrats also intend to include a package that is going to touch on democratic priorities like immigration reform. However, there's no specification of what's going to happen, other than they will provide lawful permanent resident status for qualified immigrants. So there's no specification on which group is going to be included in this infrastructure bill. And it is expected to only pass like the 50, what they call, there is a reconciliation bill, which only will require 50 votes of all Democrats, Senate Democrats, without any need for a Republican, because I don't know if Republicans will want to include immigration reform in infrastructure bill. But so that's what is being discussed right now. There's no specification of what lawful permanent status for qualified immigrants mean. We don't know if that's going to include the DACA recipients, the TPS, or to create any type of path to citizenship to any of immigrants or undocumented immigrants or those who have been here for a long time. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't even know. I don't even know if it's going to pass. But I have to let you know that's being discussed. So to be determined, or to be more to come. So we'll let you know as we hear more more information on this. So one other update I want to provide, since I'm in Texas. South Texas border leaders have asked the DHS secretary for, not to release immigrants families to this due to the surge of coronavirus. So the leaders of in South Texas, they seem to believe that the COVID surges are coming from the continued surge of immigrants at the southern border. I don't know how true that is, because I don't even know if they test them or not, or if it's just a pretext to say they don't like immigrants coming in. So, but that's what's happening. And what I know is that the DHS secretary, Mayorkas, has also informed people who are coming, because there's a high number of arrivals, people arriving at the southern border. So the DHS secretary has informed them that if you come here and you have no relief available to you, you will be deported. Which brings me to the next update I want to give you, which is that the Biden administration is going to resume border flights to expel immigrants. So what happened in the past is during the Trump's administration, there was what's called MPP, like Remain in Mexico, like it was called Migrant Protection Program or something like that. So the people who were coming here, they were remaining in Mexico until their case, they pass, I guess, a credible fear interview, and then they are able to come in. So when the Biden took office, he changed that. They were bringing in people, but and people from Central America, especially who were arrested after crossing the border. They come in illegally, so they're being placed in detention centers, and they haven't been expelling or deporting them. But now, yes, because they are sent in from one location on the border to areas where officials can turn back up to 100 a day to Mexico. So now the DHS is working with Mexico to process individuals as safely and expeditiously as possible. So they will begin to expel people who come, because not everybody who comes at the border, you can't just come to the US because you just want to come, or you have, you don't have any, you have some financial problems or economic problems, you want economic prospects. You have to have a